Alright y'all, we back again today with another video. I know it's been a minute, but today I'm going to be bringing you some of the best fall colorways when it comes to Jordan Retros. If you haven't already, please go check out my last upload I did. I did a review and unboxing on the Shattered Backboard 1s. If you get some time, go check that video out, show it some love, I would appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, can you please do so? You guys have been doing an amazing job when it comes to engaging with the content. I do read the comments. It may take me some time to, go through them, but I will get back to you and acknowledge that you commented on one of the videos or one of the uploads. But we have to continue to keep that up, build momentum and gain more and more subscribers. So as you all know, we did celebrate Labor Day that did recently pass. For some people that does mark the end of summer and the beginning of fall. So with fall coming in, I did wanted to show off some of the fall colorways or some of the best fall colorways. When I do lists like this, I don't put them in any type of ranking. I just show the shoe and give my explanation on why it kind of fits the criteria. Fall colors, you're thinking some brown, some burgundy, maybe orange, and a little bit, and more so darker colors. I have had this discussion on my channel before where I said some of the lighter colors would be more reserved for summer or spring, but you can wear anything you want any season, but when fall does come around, it tends to lean more so towards the darker colors and shoes or clothes or things like that. To kind of start this list off, I am going to do a recent pickup. This was my last upload. It is the Jordan 1 Shattered Backboards. When I did purchase this shoe, I purchased it with the intent of wearing it during the fall months that we have upcoming. It does have a orange and a black going throughout the shoe. The orange, when you see it, you kind of think of Halloween, a pumpkin. It does, has some of that fall vibes going on with it. Of course, the shoe didn't do too well. A lot of people didn't pick it up. They let it sit in the stores. They didn't want it. They preferred the previous retro, the 2015 retro. That's a really good retro as well, but this one is too. So, I'm happy to have it. I do plan on wearing this, in the upcoming months. If you haven't already, please go check out my reel that I uploaded on these. Yeah, and Shattered Backboard 1s to start the list. The next shoe that I'm going to do, I don't really get a lot of wearing out of. I do need to get more wears out of this shoe, so I plan on wearing this for the fall as well. It is the Jordan 1 A Ma Maniére. A lot of people, don't really have this in their collection. They prefer the 3s, the 4s, maybe even the 12s or the 5s. When you think of the A Ma Maniére, you don't think of the 1s because a lot of people just kind of skipped over these. These did release back in 2021, I think. Of course, it does have that, quilted stock liner. That burgundy crush colorway that A Ma Maniére uses on pretty much all their retros now. It does have the cream or cell laces. It does come with a spare set of laces, the burgundy laces that I have no idea where they are, but yeah, I do plan on wearing these for the upcoming fall months. It does come with the crackled leather going throughout the shoe. That's another reason why a lot of people was kind of just scared off by this shoe, but I'm happy to have it, and I will wear it proudly. Is another obvious selection. I talked about these in one of my past videos. It is the Jordan 1 Mochas. These did release back in 2020. I went into the whole story on how I got these in my Jordan 1 collection video. Yeah, I do plan on wearing these for the upcoming fall months. It is covered in throughout in that mocha brown colorway and black up here on the upper and a black swoosh. It does have the black laces in there. It does come with a spare set of sail laces, I think. I don't know where those are either, but you know, I'll probably dig those out and kind of swap them in and out throughout the shoe. But yeah, when I think of fall, I do think of, you know, this mocha brown and, you know, black as well. The midsole down here is sail. A lot of the Jordan 1s now are coming with that, you know, aged or sail midsole down here. The collar up here is more of a sail colorway as well. And of course, you know, the back is covered in that mocha brown light suede. But yeah, I do plan on wearing these and rocking these throughout the fall. Finally, a different silhouette. This is not a Jordan 1. It is the Jordan 4 Fears that came out 2024, so last year. They did kind of miss the mark with these. They released these, I think, towards the end of November, when they should have released them around Halloween time. You know, hence the name Fear. It does come with the black nubuck up here on the upper, black laces, no spare laces. Sock liner is white, and down here around the toe box you get a light suede. And also moving up here on the upper as well. And what kind of stands out the most about this shoe is the air unit down there. If you take a look real closely, it is red, and it kind of, you know, makes the shoe pop, even though it's barely noticeable. But yeah, a lot of these are kind of Halloween themed shoes, but you know, I plan on wearing them, you know, throughout the fall. But yeah, the Air Jordan 4. And finally, a list wouldn't be complete without a bread colorway. The bread colorway that I do plan on rocking this coming fall is the Jordan 12 Flu Games. These did release back in March of this year. The previous retro did come out in 2016, so a lot of people didn't really go after these. I did need to pick up a pair because I didn't have the previous retro. Yeah, really any bread colorway that you have in your collection, you can just kind of, you know, sub in. I feel like, you know, a lot of the bread colorways, they go well in the fall, even though people, you know, wear them, you know, throughout the summer as well. But when I think of the bread colorway, I think of fall. You know, more so the Chicago colorways and the Bulls colorways that had white in them, I think of, you know, spring and summer. And then a lot of the darker colorways, I think of, you know, fall and winter. But this is a shoe that I plan on rocking this fall, as well as the, you know, Jordan 11 breads as well. And also, you know, if you wanted to wear these, you could as well. So like I said earlier, just any bread colorway, it just goes well in the fall, you know, with flannels or anything that you can, you know, put together. So yeah, Jordan 12 Flu Game. Just a quick recap of the shoes that I did go over as far as best fall colorways. I did do the Shattered Backboard 1s, the Mocha 1s, the Jordan 1 A Ma Manières, the Jordan 4 Fears, and of course the Jordan 12 Flu Games. Let's look at all of them. All of them right there. And like I always tell y'all, all work is easy work when you're doing what you love to do. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all next time.